Nataly Sihera, swim coach of Team Grenada at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Nataly, let's speak about the experience of the swimmers here at the Olympic Games, first-time Olympians as well, and their performance on Saturday.
I think the swimmers, they went out there with the intention of doing the best that they could for themselves, for their country, for family, and all the supporters, coaches, everybody. In terms of performance-wise, well, we had the first swim by Ori, a girl doing the 100 butterfly. Just as she stepped onto the block, you understand, well, we could have seen, goggles just popped. So of course that threw off slightly. Despite that, she still went in and swam her race and swam it strong. Her best time would have been a 109, and she was still able to clock a 110, which is really, it could have made a difference between her making the best time or not. But still, she was strong and she kept pushing, and she did not get disqualified, which is a big deal at such a big meet. The emotion, the pressure could have broken her, but it didn't break her. She kept composed as she possibly could and swam that race without seeing where she was going, basically. So hats off to her for still pushing through and doing what she could under the circumstances. For Corey, well, we have to say Corey, he did a strong swim. This is the best he's swum for the year, so we have to be happy with that for now. But of course, you know, there's always so much more that we could have done, so much more we think we should have done to get him prepared. But all through training and preparing, he was strong, solid, very focused, very confident. It just wasn't his time. It wasn't his day to break that 108 that he really wanted to do. So, I mean, looking at both of their races, I have it down on video and even analyzing their stroke frequency, their splits. We do have to take it in stride and learn from that experience, and definitely give all that feedback to their coaches when they return to the US to hopefully continue working on those different areas so that they can build on it and learn from the whole experience. It is a very intimidating platform when you look and compare who they were up against. So it's hats off to them for going there, not getting disqualified, and delivering as best they could.
And as a coach, what you think, what would you have taken away out of this competition? Swimming, as a matter of fact, just started, but just from the experience, what would you have taken away from that experience there as a coach?
From this experience, definitely working on building an athlete in terms of being self-confident, no matter what the circumstances they may find themselves in. Whether it's lack of goggles or lack of whatever, who they're up against, just being comfortable in the whole arena of being on a world stage, just building their confidence in that aspect. And that can only come with more exposure at this level, competing against persons of their caliber and better. Definitely that is a major factor, because it's great competing locally within the region, but if you want to rank with the best and play with the best, you have to be amongst the best on a consistent basis in order for you to rise on that world stage. So just that would really be what I would take from it. Building their confidence and getting them to really compete with those, if that's where they want to go.
What opinion would you share regarding the issue of the facility, for example, or facilities? Grenada, for example, doesn't have that sort of facilities. The kids are, used to the 25-meter pool or 25-yard pool, and then going into these international facilities. It affects the psyche of the...
Completely and totally, because if the field of play in Grenada is nowhere near what it really should be. I mean, you step into that facility there, they have their 10 lanes and the pool is 15 meters long. In the pool that the swimmers, well, now they're in the US lately, but regularly they return and haven't had that base. It is a 22.33 meters long, which is 25 yards long. And all 4 lane is really 3 lanes. So even just the width of the lane limits how well they can do their stroke. So you're talking on a daily basis, they're hindered in every session.
And even the whole issue of a warm-up pool, for example, you know.
Or even to be able to cool down from one
to
into the other.
Yeah.
The whole aspect, I mean, definitely we need to upgrade our facility if we want to get our athletes up on the world stage. Awesome to see that we have a track field that is up to standard, and if I'm not mistaken, a grade A, which is very good. So hopefully we can get something, if not exactly a grade A, at least even for now a grade B, because right now I think we're at a grade Z if you were to rank our facility is currently. So yes, it is disheartening, and I feel really bad for our swimmers because I don't think they're given the level of respect they deserve, because the potential is there, the work ethics is definitely there, but it's that constant daily hindrance that can hold them back. And which is why I suppose they need to start getting out of Grenada, maybe, which is what they've started doing. So right now we have Ori based in the US. She's been there, if I'm not mistaken, for a year and a few months now. And Corey got through this wonderful scholarship to go to Ohio for the past 8 months now. So if we don't have the facility, we have to go where it is in order for us to, for our swimmers to be able to represent the country well.